Hi guys, my name's Dan. I run oneformodel.com. You all seem to enjoy my last video, so I figured as long as you guys keep liking them and keep commenting and that sort of thing, I'll keep making them, I guess. So yeah. Today I'm going to talk about a question I get all the time, which is about spot reducing. So I get questions like, how do I get a flat tummy? How do I get toned arms? How do I make my thighs thinner? That sort of thing. Oh, first of all, yeah, I dyed my hair orange. You can't really see it, I don't know. But anyway, I was gonna dye it purple and then I dyed it this colour and I really liked it. Everyone also keeps telling me how shit it looks, so I decided I'll just leave it kind of just to spite them. Also because I do like it. Yeah, so alright. So one of the biggest exercise myths out there at the moment is that you can lose fat in a certain area of the body just by strength training or exercising like just that specific part of the body. It's called spot reducing or spot toning. It's a multi-million-dollar industry and it's a complete load of bullshit. You can't selectively take off inches from the waist, hip, bum, anything that they want to tell you to sell you the product, and we can't dictate where our bodies will decide to oxidize fat from. Nor can we change fat into muscle. I don't know where this idea's come from that you can turn fat into muscle, but it's complete shit. You can only get rid of the fat and build muscle. Can't turn fat into muscle. Doing push-ups isn't going to decrease the amount of fat you have on your arms, same as doing crunches isn't going to decrease the amount of fat you have on your belly. So I'll give you a couple of examples. In one study they compared the circumference and fat deposits in the arms of high-level tennis players. So if spot reduction actually worked, obviously the playing arm would have a whole heap less fat than the inactive arm. This, however, was not the case, despite the fact that the circumference of the playing arm was greater due to muscle development. Skin fold thickness actually revealed that there was no difference in fat deposits between the two arms. Okay, if you still don't believe me, I'll tell you about some of the most compelling evidence that I think there is that's refuting the myth of spot reduction. It actually comes from a study at the University of Massachusetts in the 80s, but it's still pretty relevant. Pretty much for 27 days, 13 male subjects had to do a really difficult abdominal exercise training program. They each had to do 5,000 sit-ups over the course of the research. Fat biopsies were obtained from their abs, their bum and their upper back before and after the exercise program. The results revealed that, contrary to what spot reducing promoters would actually have you believe, the fat decreased equally at all three sites, not just in the abdominal region. So this is pretty much why some people think that spot reducing works, because sometimes it does appear to work, because if the caloric expenditure is sufficient enough, it will cause fat from the entire body to be reduced, including the target area. That's why it looks like it's been done there, but actually it's been done everywhere. The abdominals are just like any other muscle group. For their definition to be visible, the muscles actually have to get larger and the fat that sits on top of them has to decrease. What makes their definition so difficult is that the belly is a part of the body that holds the most fat. Strength training the abs is really only half the story. You're only going to get a flat stomach if you actually combine strength training with cardiovascular exercise to blast away that fat that sits on top of them. All people with a flat stomach or six-pack have a very low percentage of body fat. So the other thing you guys have to realise is that your stomach isn't going to be flat all of the time. In those photos you see on Tumblr, on any other you know, models, everything, that's like the morning or anything like that. Your stomach, your tummy has organs. There's shit inside there. It keeps your body running. It's friggin' amazing. There's food in there. There's organs. It's digesting, you know. And like, if you just want your whole body to, like, if you want to lose, it's just, yeah, you've got to realise that it's not always going to be this perfect little flat toned little baby. Like, no. It's not how it works. Your body is a fucking amazing machine though. It will, this is something I find is just so great, it will continue to actually burn fat off your body up to 24 hours after you work out. Which is why most people tend to exercise in the morning, but it doesn't really matter. Most of the fat from adipose fat, which is the fat that sits on top of your muscles, as opposed to intermuscular fat, which you can probably guess what that is. So you've probably heard of the fat burning zone. Intermuscular fat is what's burned when you're exercising. But adipose fat, which is the fat that sits on top of your muscles, is lost in the hours following exercise. And actually, the amount of fat lost after a workout depends mostly on your intensity during the workout. So after high intensity exercise, your body is going to oxidize fat, that means burn fat, at a higher rate than it will after low intensity exercise. Because you can perform a greater intensity of exercise if the work is broken up with little periods of rest, interval training is so great and it's a terrific way to perform high intensity work and decrease your overall body fat percentage. I did talk about that in my last video. Both strength training and endurance training have been shown to decrease body fat percentage. However, aerobic exercise has a much greater impact on fat loss than does strength training. So if you actually combine the two, combine endurance training and strength training, you're going to have a much better time and a much higher rate of fat loss than if you just did either or, like one or the other. As for legs, generally women's legs start to get kind of skinny around a body fat percentage of around 18. For your thighs, especially your inner thighs, to become lean, your overall body fat must be reduced. You have to do this through a combination of proper nutrition, exercise and consistency. Your nutrition plan must include frequent healthy meals and snacks to control blood sugar levels. You should have 5 small meals a day. That is going to keep your body running. Also try to include a slight calorie deficit. You can learn about online as well. But I can make a video about that if you want. And look, honestly, for women and men to get to a point where their legs and thighs are like slim and tight with like no cellulite or whatever, you have to put in perspiration and persistence. You've got to sweat and like do your best. No one is going to be able to do this for you, and a great body doesn't come easily to anyone. Even those people who make it look so totally easy, and they look like they have it all, the hardest part is focus. There are going to be times when you get bored, times when you feel like giving up because you're not getting the results that you want straight away or after a few weeks. This is a test of your determination, okay, of how badly you want it. Staying on course, keeping your eyes on the goal, and not giving up because the choice is yours. That's pretty much it. Something else I just want to quickly say is that even if you can't see your body changing, the inside of your body is changing. That's one of the most important things. If you're not seeing results, then just keep going until you do. As simple as that. So yeah, hope that's answered a couple of questions about spot reducing. Let me know what else you would like to see. I will continue to make videos if you keep liking them or whatever, keep commenting. Yeah, you can ask me questions on Tumblr as well, and yeah, so hopefully this helped, and have a terrific day. I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye!